not.
Yes, I
the fact that there's
makes sense, you know. So that is a Palutena versus Pyra Mythra. Okay, you know.
3, 2, 1, go!
Very standard kind of character. They kind of do the good smash thing. It's kind of like when Cloud came out back in the day.
I mean, she also does straight up cheat, you know, foresight, topic of many complaints.
We're getting into it nice and early. Palutena, at the same time, a similar thing where they, just play a very standard, simple game. Very, like, kind of the traditional values of a Smash Bros. Character, but these they've, of course, have that guard point on that back air as well. We've already seen it spaced out by
a bit more like, oh, and there's the cheating I mentioned earlier coming out already. And down air into up air going to be a kill into the back air.
I really felt like the old school like Lady Soul stuff with the down air through the platform. That was a blast from the past.
Yeah, and now Pyra just has a really massive sword.
These stats characters, you know. A really, really unfortunate spot because they really could have gotten themselves back into the game if they found out. On the ledge.
Nice teleport. Photon Edge will not go unpunished by barely winning that, so not even good at DI.
Yeah, that was really impressive. Not dying. There was a little bit of sauce on that forward side.
Yeah, really good on Flynn for managing to catch that out, and now we see some neutral going on. Missing the follow-up off that F tilt. An off-stage situation. The 2-frame coming in. And interval onto stage, the classic.
Yeah, that's the thing. Flynn a little bit too hasty on there, you know, trying to pick up off of that down tilt. Ready this time to spot those sorts of things.
Definitely. And of course, the stance switch is basically about Pyra Mythra. Quite up yet. Oh! Goes for the Photon Edge off stage, and they're going to be picking that stock up. 60% on right now. Let's see what Zenatti can do.
It's definitely not what it used to be back at the very start of this game, but still very much a solid one back to the box that we used to play. It's like a pretty good.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Nair dragging onto the platform means that he's not taking out of these pretty easily.
Crispy stuff. Almost finds the air dodge fake. And not quite the mark though.
Even though it was still in the air at the time. Oh! Calling out that explosive link with a massive F smash, and we're back to a stock lead for Zenatti here.
That's a really scary thing to see Zenatti doing so quickly, because Flynn, I believe, had only done that option just a single time in his first game so far. So if they're already catching out habits like that, that is a scary speed of it.
On the other hand, Pyra Mythras are no matches, so yeah, there we go. Once again, another Photon Edge. I'm going to call him a match for that. He deserves it entirely.
It happens to the best of us, right?
Of course.
That auto red kind of changes things up a bit, very different. A little bit less aggressive from that explosive fight, but harder to kind of deal with at the same time.
Trying to land the down air. There was the air dodge read. Probably going to need to swap off Pyra there. Excellent recovery. And now Flynn is a little disadvantage.
I don't hate the idea of that counter, but hopefully it was not. Flynn actually taking a lead in this game right now. It's ever so slight.
As soon as we speak, though, well,
Simply how it be. You know, these two are still incredibly even, but there's a lot more kill power on Pyra's side of things than on Palutena's.
Yeah, and the classic Pyra at ledge, but explosive Flynn was the unexpected first option here.
Also, double jump that doesn't chase afterwards. That would have been such a brutal checkmate scenario.
Probably the most obvious thing you have to stop doing that. You have to respect them just a little bit. It's a very easily
You're getting caught out, you're getting raw punished by Palutena smash attacks. That usually means you kind of really got to adjust how you're approaching hitting your stuff on shield, because you're doing something critically wrong there. Those things are so slow, so chunky. But twice I think we saw just like true punishes with the smash attacks, with the forwards and the down smash.
Yeah, Photon Edge is not a move you want to be using outside of recovery, or very, very rarely with punishing. But honestly, Mythra's so fast you don't even need to use it most of the time.
It's true, it's true. You know, maybe if they're in the air, you know, it's a little bit safer because they've got to land and then hit you, or they get hit you with an aerial. And let's be honest, Palu isn't killing you with most aerials in that situation.
Yeah, pretty much just back air, really, right?
Yeah.
I see we have a lot more clear audio of the game itself now.
Clear is an interesting word, but I definitely is a little bit more audible than it was before. But already, an offstage situation created by Flynn.
Yeah. Oh, this is a Photon Edge situation. She Palutena missing the tech, or not tech, sorry, punish there.
Yeah, it definitely seems like a little bit of an iffy move to kind of catch on to sometimes. There's a lot of places they could be. Technically, I believe that in all of those places at once, they're just a really enlarged hurt box. But it can definitely be a little bit wonky to punish sometimes.
And the frame 2 jab, while it's going to bail Zenatti out of that situation, is going to get punished due to falling out.
And it feels like Zenatti is going for a lot of very, very kind of aggressive landing options. We're seeing buttons, we're seeing air dodges, pretty much on first frame possible out of falling out of tumble. And I'm wondering if we're going to see that come back to bite them, but so far, no, sir. Yeah,
that neutral aerial, very good at catching people off guard, especially on Pyra, just straight up kills. If you don't DI it correctly, then that's curtains for you.
Oh.
And that's going to be
what?
A miss on the photon edge.
Yeah, they had to go for something. They knew they had to wanted to try and delay it. That up smash was going to blow them up if they'd come into contact with it. It was a pretty rough situation for Zenatti.
I like that high air dodge recovery and slight delay on the up B there to prevent getting down aired. I'm seeing a lot of people whacking each other out of disadvantage in this matchup. I feel like it's just because both characters are quite privileged, though.
Oh, definitely. We have Palu Bear and Palu Fair. One is basically an invincible option. The other is just this amazingly huge toe tap. And Pyra's they're a sword character at the end of the day. They have those disjoints.
And getting the down air into up smash despite being on top of the platform, that dragon's insane.
But they had to do Ivysaur there, though, right?
For real. Ivysaur is crying now, but that air dodge not quite going to be it, and we're back to an even game already. 2 minutes have passed and 4 stocks have been taken. Yeah. Very swift games.
Yeah, this is a complete turnaround from the first one, where it was a very, very a bit of a war of attrition. Both of them were kind of taking their position and taking stock of things. This one is just all-out war. They are going absolutely in on one another. Wonderful nair to bear.
F tilt to forward air, some classic stuff, and you cannot let go of shield early on Palu F tilt there.
Nope, that's the thing. And that forward air, also from Palu, as a landing option, is actually, I believe, slightly plus on block. So you really just have to hold that situation. Palu is still in control.
Yeah, Palu forward air, often touted as being mad safe for no reason. I have no idea why either, but, well, in exchange, she has very little ground game in comparison.
And definitely, yeah.
We're seeing the stick onto Pyra and calling out the explosive flame with just straight up the forward aerial. Okay.
That's really impressive. Usually you see people kind of trying to maneuver around the effective range of the explosive flame to get those punishes, but they ran straight through it. They knew the pacing, they knew the timing, they saw the double jump, they knew the opportunity. Really, really nice stuff.
And is it best of 5 throughout the entire
yes,
day?
The whole way through, from dusk to dawn. We'll be here a while.
Lovely. My throat better make it through.
It'll be rough, it'll be rough.
Stock battle, Mythra, Palutena.
Indeed, for our lovely viewers that we can't actually see, there's no Twitch chat for us to be interacting with.
Usually for the better, usually for the better.
Generally speaking.
3, 2, 1, go!
And everyone seems very big on, actually. Similar layout to Smashville, a bit bigger and the lower platform. So it allows quite a few characters to get combo extensions that they couldn't on Smashville, for example. And that is... was that like for everyone or just us? I mean, definitely not on the offline setup, surely.
Yeah, again, Ooh, wonderful chase on that platform from Zenatti. This has been really, really tough. Flynn has been in disadvantage for what feels like the entire round so far.
Definitely, and it was after getting some commanding lead earlier, like 80% on Zenatti. But that nair might just spell the end for Zenatti's stock here, unless...
We've seen that attempt at the counter a couple of times. It has not found its matches yet, and even if it does, Palu counter really leaves something decided. It doesn't have a modifier on it. It's not going to do that much impact. Again, you just talked about that at the end of the first game.
Yeah, the prominence level on stage just does not work more often than not, especially against good players. I assume the counter is meant to bait out something like that, to be fair, but, well...
Yeah, right now it feels like she's just sitting there, blocking, shielding, getting herself in position. Probably seems like a better bet.
Back air not quite enough to clean up the stock yet, but you are on against Pyra on ledge. The get up attack, just going to say no, and Zenatti's get up. My lord! Just nairs out a disadvantage and it works. I mean, to be fair, Zenatti once said to me, if you have enough time in your string for Pyra to nair out of it, then you fuck up.
But seeing them just cleave all the way through the multiple hits of the up air from Palu, that was baffling. Another down smash. I've never seen Palu down smash kill this many times in one set.
Yeah, neither have I, to be honest. And it's always been the up Bs onto stage as well, except for the one like Photon Edge.
Yeah, very, very wild stuff so far. Oh, that space fair is so hard to negotiate. There's Zenatti just dashing underneath Palu in a really, really nice maneuver. That's really low profile dash.
I don't think we just saw the guard point mechanic having play there, negating the forward air.
You know what, they need it, right? They need it.
Yeah, I mean, if they removed it from Palutena, I do wonder how much better she'd be considered. And here we see trying to scam an early kill with some down air action.
Yeah, both, you know, we're seeing Palu trying to shock with the up air. We see Pyra going for those down airs. Both of these two are looking for something really cheap.
That might just be it.
Yeah, that's a solid.
Almost certainly. I know there is quite a bit of grab, but unfortunately, maybe if there was a bit of delay on it, because the magic counts on public bolt is actually really good.
Oh, I see. I kind of assumed it was a bit more of an Aether situation, where you're just kind of, you're a bit out of luck, you know. But with that, Flynn is going to go up 2-1 in this set so far.
Yeah, and we're back onto Hollow Bastion. Not. Or maybe they just want to change music. No, we're going on to Kalos Pokemon League.
This is where Zenatti just won in Game 2, so it makes perfect sense if you want, if the stage is available, why not?
Yeah, to be honest, I don't really see either of these characters having a preferred stage because they're just so solid all around. But on the other hand, I guess it's just kind of player preference at this point.
Yeah, this is at least traditionally was always considered a pretty solid Palu stage with how well she can kind of bully on those side platforms. But I don't doubt that it's the exact same story.
Yeah, and to be fair, Palutena is also like having this auto reticules and explosive flames. But here we see Zenatti, I was about to say taking a lead, and immediately percents have evened up. And no, Flynn is the one with the lead now.
Yep, simply the way it be. These two are once again running in on each other so much. It's a very, very aggressive game plan. We're not seeing very much in the way of any kind of footsie or outspacing attempts. It's just go.
Yeah, like even in the beginning, I think Zenatti caught an auto reticule attempt just by dashing at Flynn there.
Oh, that explosive flame was an incredibly poor decision. I think that was the smash input version where it goes a little bit further. Unfortunately, it just completely whiffed. A beautiful punish from Zenatti is going to take the lead in this game.
Yep, Pyra dash attack. Pretty comparable to, I'd say, Ike dash attack, especially in both kill power and... Oh, nice forward air to avoid getting gimped by that, but the aggressive option onto stage going to get read by that back air.
Yeah, but again, both of these two are being really aggressive in pretty much all of their decision making, and it feels like Flynn is kind of coming out more on top when the chips are down, I think.
Yeah, both players extremely aggressive, but with the trample mechanic, I'd say Palu has a clear advantage potentially.
Again, catches the jump. That stuff can be really hard to catch. You pretty much have to hard read it. So Flynn is definitely looking like they're on a bit of a groove right now.
Yeah, especially after winning a game, I'd say you have the bit of the momentum advantage.
As we say though, Zenatti coming in with some really fantastic chases, getting a lot of throws, and keeping this advantage situation going for quite a while.
Yeah, there I felt like was a pretty cute use of the Kalos platforms where if they teleport from off stage, then you're like, oh, are they going onto the platform or are they going to ledge? It's quite interesting to see how they take advantage of it and just mix up.
Yeah, there's very few characters who are ever going to be able to really punish both, cover both at the same time. We're seeing that mechanic you were talking about earlier with dubious origins. We'll go with that.
An uncoded intern is responsible for everything. The Ray of Punishment not going to be enough for Zenatti, and unfortunately anticipating the punish is going to drift back, but up smash finally killing on Mythra there. That thing does not kill until like 150 minimum, so...
The authority at which they walked slowly up to that shield and just were like, I know you're about to jump out of this pressure, so I'm just going to up smash ahead of time. And Flynn just gravitated straight into the up smash. Yeah. Very nice stuff from Zenatti.
One thing I did notice actually is mixing up on the down throw DI, sometimes Mythra players just aren't ready to react to it because they're used to getting things like a fair off it and whatnot. Sometimes you get the up air though. And off-stage situation, the high recovery going to get called out by the up smash. Palutena up smash, again, one of those things where it's like, why does she have it?
Yeah, it's a fantastic tool. Obviously, the higher the hit, the less knockback it's going to be, so it wasn't that biggest punish in the world, even though it was an almost fully charged smash attack. This could still go either way right now.
Yeah, and naturally we are getting to the percents where something like that up smash would have to be something Zenatti watches out for.
Yeah, there's a lot on the line right now because Zenatti is one stock away from losing this entire set right here right now.
Still, Pyra is out with the Nair. One more Nair might just do it. And the back air or forward air calling out that explosive flame yet again. It's the second time after we've seen him get ending with an explosive flame call out.
Yeah. It was that classic thing, like on the very early days, where it's like, this is the thing that you need to kind of lab and figure out what your character does to get around, because it's a very, very obnoxious tool. If done landing, gives Palutena plus frames. They're allowed to kind of just like exert their control as they land onto the stage, kind of steal a turn. But at this point, several years into the game's lifespan, if you're not covering that stuff, you need to be. It's just a necessity.
Yeah, that is true. After all, people have had 3 whole years to fight Palu. Has it been 3 years?
Don't say that.
Yeah, no, it just kind of clocked in my head. Oh my gosh, I've been playing this game for 3 years. Anyways.
Same.
Whereas, I mean, Pyra Mythra, they're probably still a bit easier to figure out how to fight given that, their basic swordy character. But Palu has had 3 years to develop counterplay for that character. And if you don't know how to do anything by then you are a problem.
Yeah, well, it's the thing. You're absolutely right, though. Pyra Mythra are very much still a fresher character. Even though when the DLC comes out, you get that kind of those couple of months where it's just like all anyone is going to do is figure out how this works, especially when it's a character as strong as this.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, the main thing would probably just be like, can Mythra foresight in the middle of my combo? Oh, she can. Goodbye this entire matchup. Of course, in strings as true as Palutena's, 57 right off the bat, by the way.
Yep.
She has no reason to worry about that.
It's one of those many characters that just has that really, really incredible low percent game. Just as we spend so long talking about it, it is still not an easy thing to do. You have to have such foresight, pun intended, to cover that explosive flame ahead of time, because if it's already happened, you're too late.
There we see much aggression off of ledge and running straight into that explosive flame once again. Oh dear.
But just as quickly, the down air going to be evening things out positioning-wise. The angle on that dash attack is terrifying.
Absolutely.
Fantastic parry coming in. Very rare slight still, even at this late stage in the game.
And Flynn going really deep for that. And up till off of ledge is going to be taking Flynn's first stock. Zenatti is still well within this if he can manage to recover here. Oh my goodness.
A little bit too early. I like the idea because they were correct on the option read, simply not the timing. But that armor bear coming through the guard point is just such a boon to the character.
And now Flynn just really struggling to land there with the Nair. We're in an offstage situation. Ledge trapping. What is the option? Nair.
Really, really trying to desperately beg Flynn to air dodge. I'm gonna come for you, right? And then they go empty. But Flynn did not bite. They stood firm. That was really, really impressive. And they find the back throw. They find the evening stock. Even if there's a big percent deficit, they can definitely bring this back here.
And that ray of punishment going to put Zenatti straight into disadvantage there. But the tables have once again turned as I've said that.
Seeing both these characters nair into each other and Mythra just cleaves straight through Palu nair, that's a scary sight.
Absolutely. But you see a pretty big sword. Oh, nice call out with that counter. Finally finding its mark after many attempts.
Yeah, that was, landing with a counter, it's kind of that classic bad option, but you know what? It gets it done.
Yep. And I think Flynn thought Zenatti might have been trying to land with a Prominence Revolt once again onto the stage and was prepared to cover that, but this time Zenatti went to ledge and instead did one off of ledge.
You know what? These are the things you gotta do. Like sometimes you see like Luigi's do super jump punch and fade back to ledge. It's a scarily strong tool once you're in the corner.
Now I can't say I'm a fan of trying to auto reticule here, but I mean Flynn is doing a good job of covering it regardless, because auto reticule they just have so much drift that it rarely will actually lock onto them properly.
Yes, Mythra definitely seems like they weave across the stage with such a ridiculous kind of pace. It's very, very hard to kind of keep them in check in those kind of offstage situations.
And not quite anticipating that ray of punishment there. Ooh, forward tilt into forward air, but explosive flame off of ledge, going to be getting that stock.
Yeah, we really jinxed that one. We really jinxed it.
We were like, oh wow, he's doing such a great job punishing. Oh my goodness.
That was a terrifying moment. If they had even adjusted that angle any amount to go any amount more shallow, they were dead on the spot.
Absolutely. fighting Pyra is just like fighting Ganon, honestly, except like with slightly better frame data.
And a lot better mobility.
Oh yes, of course, and you know, just a better character attached to it. Some classic cheating going on there. That's actually one of the few times it's come up in the set, I feel like. It happened a lot earlier in the first and second games, but I think maybe Flynn wisened up a bit. Or maybe...
tries to take it all there without neutral get-up read.
Oh, that was so unfortunate.
And some really kind of suspect DI as well from...
No! Oh my goodness.
Flynn not finding the angle they were looking for. They went really deep for that net to try and catch out Zenatti's recovery. Missed it, and then they also missed the angle. Really not what you like to see.